Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So we are headed back to Placerville to get our new puppy. You may have seen in the last little mini road trip we took, we went out there to look at the puppies. They were only about 6 weeks old, I think actually towards almost 5 to 6 weeks old. And you guys, if you haven't seen that video, take a look at the end here. But anyways, that was a fun little road trip. It's about 2 hours to get there. We will probably wear a good portion of the battery down and then need to do a quick kind of 20-minute supercharge. But we got the whole family in here, just headed on our way to go pick up that puppy. Again, about 2 hours. You can see here about 1 hour and 54 minutes, 114 miles. When we get there, we're gonna have 37% on the battery. And again, we'll do probably a 20-minute charge in order to get home. So 2 hours there, 2 hours back. On the way back with the puppy, we'll probably stop and get some lunch or something, because it'll be right around noon or so by the time we're headed back, or actually more like 11, but we might get an early lunch and have a good time with the family today. So 2 hours there, quick charge, some lunch, and 2 hours back. And should make some good time on this road trip. Weather today, as you can see, we're in California. It is a bit chilly, about 39 degrees, the car says, but most of the frost is burned off on the roads and the sides of the roads, so pretty easy driving today. Clear sky, sun's coming out, as you can see, and not expecting any bad weather at all. So we'll get some maybe we'll get some autopilot. We're in autopilot now, so we've got autopilot in full effect, and yeah, should make some good time today. So come along with us for the ride today. Enjoy the activities. Should be a lot of fun. Spotted a number of Teslas on this road trip, as you guys probably could guess. There's tons of Teslas on the road in California, so pretty crazy how many different Teslas are delivered to California. But cruising along here in our road trip, we're about halfway through now, so about 69 more miles left, and you can see here just cruising along, about 1 hour and 14 minutes left or so. We're going 80 miles an hour, so is the rest of the traffic, as you can see here. It has warmed up quite a bit. It's 47 degrees now, and family's just on their devices. We're gonna probably play, since we're getting a new puppy, we're gonna be teaching the kids more and more about the different training, crate training, potty training, and all that. So we're gonna play some YouTube videos on the back screen here, and get that going, and then the wife and I will be able to listen to it up here. But on the back screen, that's in the Model S here, we can play the full-on YouTube video for the kids to kind of learn a little bit more about things. And yeah, the wife and I will be able to hear it though. So anyways, we're gonna get that rolling and take advantage of the theater in the car here, for those of you that haven't done that. So at any point you can click on, whoops, wrong button there. You can click on the toy box here, and then there's a, if you click on toy box, you can click over here to theater. Now I can't control it while the car is running here on the main screen, but the kids can bring it up on the back screen. The only way you can use video on the main screen here is if the car's in park, because they don't want the driver to be watching video while it's going. So when the car's in motion like this, the kids can control it on the back screen, and we can have them type in and search the name of the video and then watch it. So pretty easy setup. We're gonna get that going here.
But then you start to wonder, what do I do and when should I do it? So in this video, I'm gonna help you through that, because I've had Max for about 10 days now, and I can completely relate to those emotions. Now, before we get into the 5 things that you're gonna do this week with your new puppy, the biggest thing that I want to hit home with you guys is to...
Okay, we've got Autopilot fully engaged. This is with the full self-driving, but you can see that we're kind of out in the middle of nowhere on our way to pick up this puppy. Right now we are at a red light, as you can see here, one car in front of us, and then we have cars on each side over here waiting to go, even on this side. And with full self-driving, you can see the light just turned green. Look at the dashboard and how it handles the green lights, and it understands go ahead and go. You do need to keep your hands placed on the yoke. Make sure you have full attention. Yeah, this full self-driving is working really, really well. These back roads, it's in full effect. It's actually doing good. This is a good example of when there's nothing blocking the cameras on the car. You guys have seen me do this before in the rain where it didn't work as well. I did it again and it worked really well. There's some links to those videos on my channel if you want to take a look at them. But in a clear day like this, it works really well. This is also a little bit easier for it, just one lane, no complex turns, but it does understand traffic lights and stop signs. Even when there's a car not in front of you, it will understand that and stop at the right time. So pretty good here. As you can see, it's doing a good job. Although this is pretty simple for it. We'll get into some more complex logistics and turns and things like that, U-turns and things like that we'll see in other videos related to full self-driving. Okay, full self-driving. See how it does this turn. You can see kind of a tight intersection there and then a merge of a lane. But it did identify that pickup truck really well. And now it's just getting in line here on the road. So it did a really good job of dealing with that corner there and handling that with the full self-driving. This is a pretty good road to kind of test the full self-driving on. Just a back road in the middle of the country, single lane. But it does pretty darn well with this. And again, it's handling, just stop signs on its own, traffic lights. But you can see kind of the road we're dealing with. And that was kind of a 2-lane turn left. And then all of a sudden a merge. And it handled it really well. All right, let's see how it handles this. We are supposed to take a right turn. See that there? See how it handles this in full self-driving. So you can see the pickup in front of us, see what the car is doing. It realizes and recognizes the turn, does the turn fully on its own. I'm being careful, and we are getting back on the highway again. It totally handled that like a champ, perfect. And now we're increasing speed so that we can merge on the freeway 100% on its own. And merging into the lane, no problem. Yeah, did a good job of that, getting on the highway there. So no trouble at all. Again, this full self-driving works way better, especially without rain or anything to distract the cameras. So it did really good on that back road. And then when we got back on the highway here, you saw that it did a good job of getting on. And of course it does a good job here. Now on highways though, it's not technically full self-driving. It's only full self-driving off of highways or freeways. Right now it's just in what you would call the older Autopilot. So it's always done this quite well.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Pleasant Ranch Road.
Is that another car? Don't remember.
Maybe someone else is picking up their puppy.
Yes.
Oh, look at the Walter. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay, boy.
Oh.
Oh, it's okay. He's cold. He's shivering. He's
Yeah.
really happy. He's shivering a lot.
He's got a tail that's wagging though.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, Walter knows where he is. Look at that. Where are you, boy? Oh, you're so cute. Hey, Mom. Come here. Oh, he's not coming.
Hey, you keep stealing him.
Oh, hello.
Let me play.
Boy. Hi. I need a picture.
Yeah, he's a very pretty boy.
Hi. Hi, cutie. Hi.
Okay, Lewis, smile. All right, so we are headed back. I decided to see how the car would do in autopilot and gravel. I got to turn the speed down here a bit, but so far working pretty good. So it actually, full self-driving actually works in gravel, believe it or not. I had no idea. Kind of interesting to see it. But you see the red lines that the computer's reading are the true red lines of the road, and nothing else for the computer to read on a gravel road. There's no traffic signs, no lines painted, no cones. So the computer tries to emphasize and understand what is going on with the visuals itself. But yeah, I mean, actually doing pretty good here. Just trying to understand what it's dealing with. But on a gravel road, that's pretty amazing, given that there's no markings at all. So that's it.
Now turn right onto Pleasant Ranch Road.
And let's see what it does here, this little intersection of cement. So it did stop, it put its blinker on even, and now it's gonna go ahead and make the turn slowly. But yeah, it's doing it. You can see it on its own. Let's see what it does here, because there's technically no stop sign getting onto this main road. Let's see what it does. Okay, so no cars over here, no cars over here, so it's going to go ahead and make this turn. Wow, does a good job. No stop sign to indicate that it's a different road, so it did a really good job there. And now it's going to go ahead and cruise along here on this narrow cement road, but actually did a pretty darn good job there. I was impressed. I never would have imagined how full self-driving works on a gravel road. So that was impressive. Just picked up the puppy and we are headed back. I've got it in full self-driving here as we get close to the highway. We are gonna head over to the Folsom Supercharger. There's a number of 250 kilowatt chargers there, and we're gonna go ahead and charge there, grab a bite to eat, but we might just bring food into the car as we're headed home, and then just drive directly home because we have the puppy in the back here. So you can see it's gonna stop fully at the stop sign, hit the blinker. There is a car coming on the left, and it did notice that. A few cars here on the left, as you can see, and the car is doing a really good job of knowing that and understanding that. There's another car coming on the left, and okay, I went ahead and interacted with it, everyone, just so you know on that, because the car did not see that, or maybe it did, and I just didn't want to risk it, you know. So anyways, sometimes you still have to be very attentive in understanding what the autopilot may do or may not do, even in full self-driving. So as you can see there, I had to intersect and hit the brake pedal just to make sure that it didn't pull out, but it did do a good job with the cars prior to that, just not after that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it back into autopilot, full self-driving. You can see it's doing a good job. Kids and the dog are doing well back here, as you can see. So overall, pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and use our controls to adjust the temperature in the rear so we make it a little bit cooler for the dog. All right, Charity, do you mind swiping up on the temperature there? Okay, there we go. Let's go to the rear part of that. And then we've got it on auto, which is good. Go ahead and turn the temperature down there to maybe 66 degrees or so. Perfect. Okay, can you swipe that down, please? Perfect. All right. So now the air in the back of the car is, the fan's on, as you guys can probably hear it in the background. And then also we've turned the temperature down there because obviously puppies have a fur coat, and we want to keep them in good healthy temperature for the car ride here. The sun is kind of boiling through here, so it is warming up the cabin of the car. We want to keep it a little bit colder back there.
Hi, Walter. Do you like the air, baby boy?
He loves the air.
You love the air, baby boy? You like it? Give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Walter.
All right, just got to the Supercharger here in Folsom. It's actually in a garage next to a shopping center and everything. So they have about 30 Superchargers here, all of which are 250 kilowatts. So we're gonna just get about 20 minutes here or so. So let's go ahead and grab our charging stick, bring it down here. The door opens automatically. I wanna plug it in. Let's wait till we get that green light. As you guys know the routine. There we go. And then you can see the kids are in there with the new puppy, just enjoying. And let's see where we're at here. All right, let's take a look here. So we are getting 250 kilowatts already, spiked out, 92 miles for it. Down below here, you can see we're already charging. It is 94 miles on the battery right now, and it is 58 degrees. It did precondition the battery, so we're gonna sit here for about 20 minutes or so. I think we're gonna try to grab some food, so we'll figure that out, and maybe try to see if the puppy will pee. Not sure, I have to talk to the wife. And here we go. So I'll let you guys know how the charging goes. Here we go. It says 11 minutes to continue our road trip home, so we may take off right around then. Okay, here we go.
Here's another puppy.
Very cute puppy.
Play two bone rolls.
Hello, Walter.
Look at him.
All right, looks like our charging is about complete. As you can see here, the car's saying we can get rolling on things. So we had, right now we're only pulling in 140 kilowatts, ready to start the trip. We're now up to 239 miles, so pretty good. Ready to get going on things. You can see we spent about $12.56 to add those miles in. So we're gonna head across the street and grab some food to eat in the car, and then get on the road and head home. We got a 2-hour drive to get home. So again, little mini road trip here, getting the dog, and we're able to play around with some full self-driving on some back roads, which was pretty good. So let's get rolling. So heading in to go get a couple hamburgers and Cokes and fries. Lewis is gonna stay with our new puppy, Walter, as you can see here. Right, Lou?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put this car on dog mode, and that way it'll keep the car nice and cool for not only the dog, but also Lewis. Right, Lou?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be right back. Hey guys, thanks for joining us on this quick road trip to Placerville. Total travel time was 8 a.m. to about 2 p.m. It's about 2 p.m. right now. Just got home here, had to supercharge on the way back, but family had a great time. They're taking them out back to go to the bathroom after being in the car for 2 hours. So 2 hours each way, and we had about, oh gosh, maybe about 30 minutes, 45 minutes to supercharge was only about 20 minutes, but about total 45 minutes because we got some lunch, ate it in the car on the way back, and then also ran into some traffic, as you guys kind of saw there. I was using the Autopilot in the stop and go traffic, so did take quite a bit longer than I was hoping for on the way home, but overall had a great trip. A lot of fun. Car did a great job as always. Quick supercharge, always so easy to supercharge. Everyone's talking about charging and different electric cars hitting the market today, but honestly, Tesla's supercharging network, you can't beat it. So easy, always works. I think I've been at one supercharge in all the years that I've even had my 2016 Model X. I've only been to one supercharge ever that actually was broken down. All the rest have always worked. On all the little road trips that I do. So overall, really, really good quality and really good luck. So if you are thinking about getting a electric car, it's your first electric car, highly recommend Tesla, so you can really get a good idea of how good the car is and how good the supercharging network is. Plus, just for the kilowatt per hour and what you get out of the Tesla batteries, you can't beat it for the price point, honestly. I know it may not be as luxurious as some of the newer European electric cars coming out and everything, but as far as bang for the battery, you can't beat it, and the charging network. So overall, highly recommend it. Anyways, thanks again for joining us today on this quick road trip. If you have any comments, any questions, any recommendations, please put those below. I do read those. I will respond to them. And any recommendations on videos, always happy to get those. And I do many videos that people will recommend and ask me to do. So please give me a thumbs up. It does get us higher in the rankings. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to get all the latest and greatest updates from my 2021 Model S, and it's the long range version. So overall, thanks again for joining us today. Take care, everyone.